It's the Car Chronicles, baby, from Totally Sassy Tea. Everyone, how are you guys doing today? This is Totally SASSYTEA-V from the 803, and baby, we are here for another segment of the Car Chronicles, baby. Oh child, we are here to talk love and marriage. Huntsville season 4 episode 6, child. Yes, let's get to it, because it's a lot to unpack. And like I tell you guys, do not look at the superficial things. You got to look deeper. So I tell you, learn to look at people. Okay? But before we get started, let's remember everything on this channel is alleged. It is in my opinion. It is for fair use. It is for learning and investigative reasoning. Okay? It is for sheer entertainment. All right? Let's just get that straight, because some of these tubers out here doing the wrong thing and making it hard for us. Okay? I ain't trying to be hard. I wanna make it. All right? All right, you guys. First off, I had to really take notes. Normally, I can internalize it and memorize it, But honey, it was just so many little things you got to pay attention to. Okay, and we're gonna get in depth. Today. So it starts out with Melody walking into the taco joint for Taco Tuesday, right? And she all decked out in her black and her 1980s I go to work hat and looking good. And here comes Kimmy in her black. She looking awesome. That hair is banging. And here comes Stormy. So they're all sitting at the table and they're just chit-chatting. And so Stormy says that, she and Tiffany met and had a talk, and she says she really do not want to have an issue with Tiffany. So she felt as if their conversation, it ended on a good note, which I don't understand Stormy's aggressiveness towards Tiffany. It's not like she really knows Tiffany personally. Maybe she does. She hasn't really let that be known, so it's kind of confusing to why. Maybe it's because, she wouldn't, because Tiffany and Mel don't have an issue, so I don't know why she came so hard on Tiffany. It's kind of like Destiny coming hard on Kimmy, when she first came. So maybe it's just the fact that she wanted to get her place and get her name in there, okay? And secure her seat. Y'all, excuse me, I am Allergy City today, okay? And so Tiffany and I'm sorry, y'all, I have to look at my notes. So that after that, Kimmy and Mel have a conversation, and Kimmy asks the question that we all want to know: why was Kiki invited to the pajama party? And Mel proceeds to say she has business partners that know Kiki. She's always been nice to her. She's always been cordial. She's always been friendly. She's always not shown a bad side to her. And she says she's known Kiki before she knew Tisha. And so she states that so she invited her to come. And in Kimmy's confessional, Kimmy's like, you never invited her to, I've never seen you invite her to anything. So there's ulterior motive to this. And I agree. Mel, I love you, sis, but you can't talk your way out of this one, okay? Okay, now just own your shit. You want everybody else to own theirs. I told you I'm an equal opportunity reader, and I love you to death, but we know what the motive was, okay? Okay, and I get you. I see you, man. I know what you're doing. I see how you move, girl. You one bad chick. I'm telling you how you make things unfold. You hear me? All right, all right, sis. But that was a little side eye. I had to give it to you. Now, don't be mad at sister. I love you. But anyhow, because we here, okay? We are here. But anyway, so they go on to talk about that, and then Kimmy says she's going to have Jalen a housewarming party, and she wanted Mel to come, and she said, and I'm not inviting Martell, and she was like, Mel was like, what? And she said, no, because I'm honoring what you asked me to do. She said, anytime you have an event, I have an event, don't invite you if Martell's going to be there. So he's not going to be there. I'm not inviting him. I am inviting you. Okay. So Mel was like, well, what brought that on and this and that? She said, I just thought I honored your wish. And she said, and Martell has so much stuff going on right now. It's like this black cloud is over him and I ain't got time for the bullshit. In other words, Kimmy was saying, this Negro done went out here and put all this shit in the internet and didn't back it up and didn't give me a heads up or didn't come apologize, didn't do shit. I ain't got time for Martell, in other words. So, Mel was like, well, where was this energy when you saw me going through all this stuff? And you were saying Martell was a nice guy. And Kimmy, I like how Kimmy came back. Now, this is classy, ladies. Sloppy, slow, cold, sloppy. You need to learn how to take notes. Kimmy came back with I still think he's a nice guy, has a good heart. To an extent, okay? And I still, y'all, I got a little eye booger right there. And I still say that he's a good person to an extent. But with the things he's got going on, I just don't want it around me right now, okay? So are you coming or not? Mel say, yeah, I'll be there, okay? So that is that. Next we go to, let's see. We go to Destiny, go to Martell house. See, y'all know what I tell y'all. See, Destiny, you don't understand why we see what we see. You don't understand what the hell is really going on with you. And you expect us to believe what you say? Girl, bye. So she goes to Martell's house and he lets her in. Now, I don't know who house is here. I don't know if it's an apartment. I don't know if it's just one of them stage scenes to make him look like he got a house. I don't know. But anyway, she points out this little thing she got, and Mel gave it back to him and told him to take it. That's from your friend. He's washing dishes, and I got to give it to Martell. He is a clean freak, and I like to see a man cleaning up after himself and washing dishes and take care of his kids. Now, when he was home with Mel, he did that. I give that to him. Okay? Now, he took care of the kids, got them dressed, and all kinds of stuff. So, I do commend him for that. But that's about it. Anyway, so they get to talking, and she tells Martell, I met up with Mel. We had why is this dude parking beside me with this loud ass music that sounds like it's in a trash bag? Oh, anyway, get you a good bass, baby. Anyway, back to the reads, honey. Anyway, and she tells Martell about Mel's meeting with her. And she goes to proceed. Yeah, it got kind of heated and she ran. Bitch, Mel did not run. Mel came and checked you, showed you the receipts, got you together, and said, I don't have the time, and bye. Okay? That's what she did. She played chess on your ass and you had no idea what was going on. She said, checkmate. B. I loved it. I loved it. I'm sorry, y'all. I loved it. But as always, this is what leeches and narcissists do. They want to make it look like they did something to make somebody run. Girl, you ain't did nothing. She had checked you and got up from the table. She said, I am not playing another round of chess with you because you don't know what the hell you doing. You don't even know how to play. Okay? Get yourself together, baby, because I got the receipts and they all coming. And see, and then Martell was like, see, and oh yeah, and then Destiny says, yeah, she said that I call and talk to you every day and this and that. And then Martell was like, what? No, you don't. And then she said, exactly, that's what I tried to tell her. Bitch, if you didn't call Martell, what you doing at his house? See, this is you a whole contradiction, Destiny. You a whole freaking lie. Okay? If y'all didn't talk like you do, why you over to his house? So I come back and talk to my friend. Girl, bye with that. Yeah, your butt friend, your F friend, your Fouquet buddy, okay? Your Fouquet buddy, allegedly. Anyway, and then Martell goes in his confessional. I've been knowing Destiny since high school, blah, blah, blah. We go way back, and she's always been a friend. Martell, if she's always been a friend, why didn't your wife know about it until 2015 or 2016? Huh? Why didn't she know about it? Because evidently Destiny had left and moved back to Huntsville, and she didn't know nothing about her. So don't try it. Girl, boy, we can see through the bullshit. Okay? Y'all narcissists are so dumb when it comes to covering your shit. Y'all think y'all got the answer, and y'all have holes everywhere. Holes, big holes you can't even. And then when people start pointing those holes and putting their fingers in those holes, guess what you do? You start to deflect. You start to digress. You start to get mad. You start to get angry because you don't want nobody questioning you. Bye, Martell. Bye, bye, bye. You did this. And then he goes to say that she just trying to turn everybody against him and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. And this and that. Ain't nobody turned nobody against you. You did that all by yourself. You and that no good of a side chick of yours, sloppy slow. Okay? Cold slop, just wet, nasty, raw, and just disgusting. Not even salt can make it taste better, baby. The only coleslaw I like is KFC. And then every now and then they don't get it right. I have to give it back. That's how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? And then you have a baby by this girl. Okay? Ugh. Child. And the girl pay more attention to the dog than our own child. It's all about her. I told y'all what she is. She is BPD. Borderline personality. And he's a narcissistic person. And they are so toxic, it does not make sense. But they love the drama. It makes them feel wanted. And that's some toxic, crazy shit only they can understand. You have to understand their behavior, okay? I'm not diagnosing anybody by no means, allegedly. I'm just telling you this is what they act like, okay? Let's get that clear right now. Don't come at me with no BS. Anyway, enough of that scene, because that scene did not make sense at all. You know, I'm still trying to figure out how long they knew each other. To me, in my opinion, I think they only knew each other in high school, and it was just a acquaintance thing. Like, hey, how you doing? Maybe they hit it or quit it a couple of times, and they just remained friends. Or who knows? They might have hit it and get it, and LeBear found out about it because, honey, he got the hell out of town real quick. You hear me? He dumped her like a hot coal. Yeah, he found out about her. Something happened. And I can't wait, baby, to find out what it is. Can y'all? Yeah, me either. But anyway, I'm done with that scene, honey. I'm so done with that scene. And let's see. So it moves on, child, to Miss Wanda and Kiki. Now, this is what I really wanted to get into, because I want to get deep into this, and I need y'all to understand and listen, okay? Because there's a generational thing going on here, okay? Do you guys remember, before I get to Kiki and Miss Wanda, do you guys remember when Miss Wanda said that she doesn't want her grandgirls around Martell and Melody's kids, because she was thinking they was her kid, Melody's and Martell's kids are jealous of Tisha and girls' hair. You remember that? Okay, remember that. Keep that in the back of your mind. Keep that in the back of your mind right now. And I'm going to tell you to bring it to the forefront. And it's going to all make sense when I finish, okay? Kiki, well, no, before we even get to Kiki and Miss Wanda, let's go to Tisha and Miss Wanda, her mom. So Miss Wanda come in. She's wanting to talk to Marceau. They talk about the food truck. She shows Tisha she has her business license, and she was proud of her. So, of course, what Tisha does when she can't fight a battle, when she want a fire to be put out, she goes and tell her mom about what happened with Kiki and her conversation. And then Miss Wanda, being the immature, simple-minded person she is, instead of giving Tisha, her daughter, great advice, she goes in and say, you know, you come for my daughter, I'm gonna come for you. Let me tell you something. Miss Wanda don't have the bird brain. She don't have the brain of a seed. And it's sad, because this is going to make sense in a minute. So Tisha does this when she can't fight her battles. She goes and she plants a seed in her mom's mind. Okay? And she goes out to say, don't never trust a person that don't buy shoes in a box. And Tisha was looking like I was. I was like, what? What the hell? What that mean? Okay, whatever. But I don't know. I ain't never heard no mess like that. That Miss Wanda be making up stuff. You hear me? So they talk about it and this and that. She's telling me that, you know, telling her mom that, you know, it didn't go well with Kiki, and Kiki just, you know, try to make her look bad and this and that. And then Miss Wanda said something very interesting. She said, just because they lived up on the hill and we came from the ghetto don't mean nothing. Don't mean she better than you. Let's get to it, okay? Let's get to it. This is going to make so much sense. And then y'all going to understand the behavior of these two women, okay? So, after that, she goes to see Kiki. Kiki said she had just moved in her house. She was unpacking. She offered Miss Wanda some wine. She was like, no, I just came to ask you, why are you talking about my daughter to Melody? And then Kiki goes on to say, well, first it was a question asked, and I just kind of answered it. I didn't even talk about her. She said it was just a question asked, and I answered it about Tisha. And the question was, have you noticed anything different in their marriage? And she said there have been some things. And that was it, which is true. She said there have been some things. And then Miss Wanda, the simple-minded person that she is, goes to say, there has always, you think you better than my daughter because you lived on the house in the hill and y'all had money. And then your dad always looked down on me. And I always compared y'all. Okay, let's get to it. These two old people created a rivalry, okay? I've seen it so many times, and especially I've seen it in my family. You have a family who supposedly look like they're doing good. So they put those children on a pedestal. And then when those children get around their cousins that don't have, not the children, but the older people would instill in the children's mind, don't leave your stuff and don't let them borrow it because, you know, we pay good money for us and they ain't got no money. So don't be going around here letting them use your stuff. And next thing you know, those children, you plant the seed in a young mind. They grow up thinking, oh, we better than them because they ain't have no money. On the other hand, those children that had less than, I always feel they had to work harder to be better than the cousin that had everything. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. That was Tisha. Her mom instilled in her at an early age that she had to compete with her cousins. She did. That's why Tisha keeps going to get these degrees. She's trying to get the money because she wants her cousin to look at her as an equal. Kiki was afforded a good education. You can tell she talks very well for herself. You can tell she's doing very well. The thing that bothers Kiki the most about Tisha, it's not the rivalry. It's the simple fact that Tisha had a chance to go to Mel, tell something on Kiki, because Kiki has always been looked up to as the it cousin. So as soon as Kiki confided in her, she went to Mel and Martell and told Kiki's business to make her look better, to make herself, Tisha, look better. It made her feel good to finally know that her cousin is going through something, and she just had to tell it to make herself look good. So when Kiki come around Martell and Mel, they can look at her side eye. That was learned behavior. Okay? These two cousins are in competition at everything, and it's not even their fault. It's their parents' fault, because they instilled this type of generational curse, generational behavior among their children. They went ahead and it just keeps coming full circle. Miss Wanda don't have the wisdom, the capacity to teach her child to say, look, we might not have come from it all, but you are smart, you are beautiful, you are young, and you can have it all. Don't ever let no one tell you you are less than. You are always going to be better than. Okay? I don't want nobody telling you that. And I'm going to make sure that, you get the best education. No matter how much money they have or how little they have, you always be you. Don't go around here belittling somebody because they have less than. Or don't go around, being jealous of somebody that have more than. You be you and make your own mark in this world. Miss Wanda don't have that capability of doing that. She's simple-minded. She's like an old, bitter woman. She's scorned, she's bitter, and she has taught that to her child. Okay? And now her child is scorned, she's bitter, she's always trying to get the next to prove to Miss Wanda's family, brother, her uncle, and Kiki that she is better than them. And in her mind, this has all been set up as a child. This seed has been planted. So that's why this rivalry is so toxic. Kiki is not mad that she told Mel. She's mad because there's something more, there's something deeper about it. The intent. There was an intent to tarnish her image, to make her, Tisha, look better. Okay? And that's what hurt Kiki. Has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with what she said. Is why she said it. And to me, this is some bitter, old sister, brother, jealous, generational, cursed, just nasty, meanness, hateful, just keep passing down through the generation. And they're not recognizing it. Okay? And now Tisha is doing the same thing. And I hope and pray she doesn't do it to her girls. But let's go back to when I said Miss Wanda said for her children, her grandchildren, she didn't want them around Mel and Martell's children because her grandkids had pretty hair. She made a statement that she thought that Mel kids would cut her grandgirls' hair because of jealousy. One thing about Mel and Martell, they did not raise their children that way. That is not even in their children's spirit. That is Miss Wanda already has put a seed in her grandkids. because Miss Wanda will always feel less than because Mel and Martell had it going on. Okay? Now her grandkids are playing with Mel and Martell kids. Instead of her encouraging them to play and be friends, she's done planted a seed of this jealousy, envious, conniving, simple-mindedness seed in these grandkids. Now these grandkids gonna go and think, oh, y'all jealous of our hair. You understand what I'm saying? And these kids are like, huh? What are you talking about? They're not even raised that way. Now, I have to give it to Martell and Mel. Martell and Mel raised their kids very lovingly. And they raised their kids to never look down on nobody. Okay? Now, they did that. Miss Wanda is a repetitive cycle. She is cursing her grandkids already. She's making them think they're better than someone who doesn't have the nicer hair texture as her grandkids. It's not the money. Now it's the hair texture. Okay? And the simple fact that Letitia didn't correct it, she allowed it to happen, it didn't change. It hadn't changed. Now there's a seed planted in her grandkids. They're going to be looking at people who got hair that don't look like theirs, and they're going to think they're better than them. Okay? So this is the same thing with Tisha. Tisha finally found something to make Miss Kiki look bad, and she went and tried to plant the seed in Melody and Martell, and to make her feel better. It's just a vicious cycle on their end. And that's what hurt Kiki. That didn't help. What she said wasn't what hurt her. It's how she did it. It was the motive. It was the intent. It was the reasoning behind it. And this is some deep shit. This is some stuff that's real psychological. And Miss Wanda is a woman that's in her 50s, late 50s maybe. I mean, she's my age. Okay? I ain't going to tell y'all my age, but I do have kids that are a daughter that's male age. I have a daughter that's a son that is probably Kiki's age, and I have a younger daughter that is Jalen's age, 2 years younger than Jalen. And then I have my other son who is 2 years, probably around, well, yeah, he's 30. 32, 36, and 22. Okay, those are my kids. But anyway, and I have always taught my children, I'm the same way. It don't matter what they look like, what their hair is, and this, you never, ever look down on God's creation. Never. Because the same way they are, you can be that way in a blink of an eye. You never do that. That's why I'm always talking to people. I don't look at people like that. Because I wasn't raised like that, but I recognize it because I've seen it in our family. And there are people in the family that will try to ruin your name because of jealousy that their family have experienced. And sometimes it's hidden jealousy. It can be, I was told as a child, your mom and dad have good jobs. Both of them work at the hospital. Y'all always have new clothes. Y'all always have this. That was a seed of jealousy as a child. I didn't recognize. I was like, no, we don't. No, we don't. We have to. My mama struggled to cook food for us just like y'all. Even though it didn't show because my mom was a private person. But yes, we did have nice things when I look back on it. But when I was young, I was like, no, we don't. We don't have those kind of clothes. What are you talking about? Y'all mama order clothes from Belts and JCPenney and all kinds of stuff. We don't get them type of clothes. What are you talking? See, this is the type of jealousy I'm talking about. They've been made because they hear their parents talking about it. Okay? So this is what I'm saying. This is some deep-rooted shit with Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda needs some psychological help. She thinks she's helping Tisha, but her and Tisha feed off of one another. Tisha can't fight her battles. Okay? Tisha sends her mama to fight her battles because Tisha is weak when it comes to that. she is very insecure about who she is as a woman. Her mother made her that way. She has no confidence whatsoever. That's why she feels a way about male. You know, I used to sit there and say, what is wrong with teacher? I see. She thinks male looks down on her because male has more than she do. So she's always in competition with male. And male don't even look at her that way. It is in the mind, honey. It is in the mind. It's a seed that's been planted. And Miss Wanda, you're going to have to pay for that. Okay? You're going to have to learn to undo that behavior. Because if you don't, your grandkids going to wreak havoc. Everybody in that family is going to wreak havoc. Okay? Everybody. And later on, I will come back and I'll go a little bit deeper. Because I tell you guys, just don't listen to the superficial stuff. Look at what's going on. What's causing this behavior? What's deeper? There's something, you know, that happened to Miss Wanda. There's always something. There's always a cause and effect. Okay? I tell y'all that's all the time. All the time. But Miss Wanda she's a messed up minded individual. She doesn't have the capability to give wise decisions. She does not have the capability to encourage a young woman or a young man to do the right thing. She's going to go in and say some idiotic phrase and think it makes sense, and it doesn't. But Kiki checked her real good. She says she's had it up to here. Okay, Kiki. And you look good, girl. I love the hair. Okay? And I think Kiki is a byproduct of her father's insecurities as well. He's planting in her mind that, you know, I raised you a certain way and this is how I want you. And pretty much I don't want you around them. But Kiki, she wanted to be around her cousins, and this is how things have transpired. Ooh, child, when I tell you it's some deep rooted stuff here. It is. And next week, y'all, I told y'all Marceau, he cheated. I don't care what y'all say. I love Marceau. Don't get me wrong. But Marceau is sneaky as hell, and he's cheated. Okay, look at the fact last season, he was the man. He says no, what he say go. This season is all about Tisha. That ass is in trouble, okay? He has been doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. And I am here for it, baby. I am here for it. You hear me? I am here because, baby, this is going to be the best love and marriage. Huntsville. Ooh. Carlos, messy boots. You are messy, baby. You are messy. But let me tell you something. I love it. You know, all you people that's against Mel, y'all don't have no clue what is going on. Mel is exposing, she putting little seeds out there. And every seed that she plants is a positive harvest. Okay? Everybody that's done things to her, see, y'all don't understand this. When you do things to God's child, he will expose your stuff, okay? You can't go around doing things to God's anointed, okay? Because your shit will come out. What's done in the dark will come to the light every single time. And all y'all sat around here and did all this to Mel. Now it's a problem that Mel is bringing out your shit. No, baby, there ain't no problem. It's just your time to be exposed. Everybody has a time, okay? Everybody has a book with their whole life written out in front of it, okay? We need to do better. We need to do better, including myself. You know, that's why I say we. I know I do. I know we need to do better as a people, as a culture, as an individual, as a person, okay? You guys, this is all I have right now. But I will be back later on. And I'll be at home. And I will be able to go a little bit deeper. I think y'all say, dang, how deep can she go? Oh, it goes deep. very deep. I am going in here to get some things for my house, because we're having a yard sale. I'm trying to get rid of stuff, child. Ooh, excuse me. And so I am going to go in here and do a little shopping to get rid of some stuff, buy some pails and things, and try to sell some things. And what I can't sell, I just take it to the women's shelter. How about that? Okay. And you guys, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you feel generous, you can cash out me for the building of this channel. This is not my personal money. This is totally for the building of my family, Lord, of my channel. This is to help my channel grow, because God, I still got to buy microphones. I still have to buy lighting. This is a lot when you want to do it professional. So every little thing helps, and I appreciate it. My cash app is, of course, $ Teresa Lindsay 12. And if you have any tea, SASSYTEA-V from the 803@gmail.com. If you want to just leave a comment, and as soon as I can, I'll get back and comment and converse back with you. Okay? God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Y'all give him the praise, give him the glory, and thank him, and let forgiveness forgive and let it go. And don't let that harvest and bring bitter in you. Okay? Forgive and let it go. Okay? Because forgiveness is a must in this life. You must forgive before you can receive what God's have for you. All right. You guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.